For 3 months straight, my performance has been the worst in the company. The manager slammed the performance report onto my desk, the weight of those papers crushing me mentally. Colleagues avoided eye contact, pretending to be busy, while a silent pity hung in the air. After work, HR notified me of a 30% salary cut due to continued underperformance. Unable to afford my previous apartment, I found a place renting for just $300 a month, a notorious haunted flat. The agent handed me the keys with a flicker of unease, warning me to keep the place well ventilated. $300 a month in this city felt like a trap, not a bargain. The apartment was on the top floor of an old building, hidden in a sunless alley. The hallway lights were broken. No matter how I clapped or stomped, only a faint hiss responded. Opening the door, a mix of old dust, moldy wood, and a faint, indescribable sweet metallic smell hit me. The furniture was sparse and covered in thick layers of dust. The walls were peeling, revealing yellowed plaster beneath the cracked paint. The large dressing mirror in the living room was warped by moisture, distorting my reflection. Dragging my only suitcase inside, the initial thrill of cheap rent vanished instantly. Exhausted, I fell asleep almost immediately. But something woke me in the dead of night. A distinct rhythmic sound echoed from the kitchen, chopping meat. My heart raced, sweat prickling my skin. Was there someone else here? A thief? Or worse? I grabbed my phone, turned on the flashlight, and crept silently towards the kitchen. I cracked the bedroom door open and shone the light toward the kitchen. The chopping stopped abruptly. The kitchen was empty, everything exactly as I left it. I even opened the fridge. Only a few bottles of water and a bowl of instant noodles inside. A cold breath mixed with that faint metallic sweetness swept over me as I closed the fridge. Was it my imagination? Or was the pressure finally getting to me? The next day at work, I forced myself to contact clients, but something strange happened. All client addresses had been altered to the same line. The address of my apartment, this very room. I thought it was a virus or server error and called IT for help. The IT guy said the data source was fine, but the local cache might be corrupted. Even after resetting the system, the cursed address stubbornly remained. My mind was unsettled all day, my work efficiency hitting rock bottom. My supervisor reprimanded me again, adding to the mounting pressure. Returning to the cold apartment, I stared at my warped reflection in the mirror. The terror of last night's chopping and today's corrupted data gnawed at me. I remembered an old mini surveillance camera in my suitcase, once used on business trips. I charged it, set it up high on the bookshelf, aiming at the living room and mirror. That night I barely slept, ears straining for any sound. No chopping sounds came, but exhaustion finally claimed me as dawn approached. Morning hit me with a pounding headache and a burning throat as if scraped raw. I reached for my tie out of habit, but it was gone. My shirt collar was stained with dark, suspicious marks. I scrambled to check the surveillance footage, heart pounding in my chest. The footage showed me going to bed normally, then around 2 a.m., something changed. The figure walked stiffly into the living room and knelt on the cold floor. Then I saw it, my doppelganger biting and chewing on a worn-out tie like a wild animal. The tie was shredded, fragments stuck to his mouth and chin as he swallowed with eerie satisfaction. Behind him, reflected in the mirror, was a woman, dressed in a white-collared blouse and dark skirt, her hair dry and messy. She clung to his back like a weightless shadow, one hand looping around his neck as if taking notes. Her other hand shoved shredded tie fragments into his mouth, forcing him to consume the symbol of my failure. She radiated an icy, inhuman focus like a relentless business supervisor auditing every failure. Under her control, the doppelganger chewed mindlessly, a puppet to my crushing despair. I dropped my phone, heart racing, and rushed to the mirror in terror. The mirror still distorted my pale, terrified face, but when I turned, nothing was behind me. Only stale, moldy air greeted me, but the burning scratch in my throat remained real. The footage was no hallucination. The ghostly supervisor was here, on my back, pushing me to improve in the most terrifying way. I collapsed onto the cold floor, overwhelmed by despair and icy dread. My career, my clients, my salary, everything crushed beneath an incomprehensible horror. In this city of steel and glass, I was but a trapped insect, devoured by unseen forces. The cheap apartment was more than a shelter. It was a prison, a predator, a curse. And the ghostly supervisor? She was the embodiment of my failures, merciless and relentless. In the end, it wasn't just my performance that was eaten. It was my very soul, devoured silently in the shadows. And so I remain, trapped in this haunted cage, endlessly gnawing at the ties that bind me. My performance is being eaten alive, by forces I cannot see, by fears I cannot escape.